Welcome to Sports Talk with DeAndre Branch. On today's show, I'll be talking about who are the 5 best players in the NBA. James Harden is one of the best scorers in the NBA. He scores points in bunches. He lives at the foul line. He always is in attack mode. Even if he's struggling from the field, he's more than likely still going to get his average because he rarely misses from the foul line. Not only is Harden a great slasher, he's also one of the game's best shooters. He's a shooting guard by position, but truly he's a point guard. He loves to facilitate to teammates and he loves to penetrate to the basket and hit open man for threes. He makes it his business to keep his teammates involved in the game. Harden is beyond hard to check or even contain because he's left-handed and he has a number of different moves in his arsenal. His most notable move is Manu Ginobili's Euro step. He's really taken Ginobili's Euro step to the next level. Despite being one of the shortest shooting guards in the league, Harden is a great rebounder, and he's always on triple-double watch. Harden is one of the game's best closers. He constantly comes up big in clutch moments. The only weakness in Harden's game is his defense, and sometimes he's turnover prone. Harden should already have at least one MVP trophy in his resume, but he's finished second and third a few times because of his team's records. He's having another great year this season, so maybe he'll win his first MVP this season. Kawhi Leonard is by far the best defensive player in the NBA, but he's now turned himself into one of the most prolific and efficient scorers in basketball. He's a great shooter from 3 and mid-range. He was always a great player in the post because he was a power forward when he was at San Diego State. He was a poor shooter entering the league, but through hard work, he's become one of the best shooters in the league. He's a great facilitator. If he wasn't in San Antonio, he would probably average around 6 or 7 assists a game. Very easy. But the way that the San Antonio Spurs system works, nearly every player on their team averages around 4 assists because they pass the ball so much. On the defensive end, he reminds me of Scottie Pippen so much. He's relentless and his long arms make it very difficult on opposing teams' best players to shoot over him or go past him. This is why he's always on the all-defensive team, and he's a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Honestly, his whole game reminds me of Scottie Pippen, but he's a way better scorer and shooter, in my opinion. The 2-time MVP is the best shooter ever, point blank period. To the casual fan who don't watch basketball as much and think the Golden State Warriors are overrated, they seem to always call him just a shooter, but that's false as can be. He's the best finisher in the league from the point guard position outside of maybe Kyrie Irving. He constantly is tops in the league and points in the paint amongst point guards. He has some of the best handles in NBA history. Defenders try to get up on him to make him pass the ball or not shoot at all, but he goes right by them. His defense is underrated if you ask me because he gets a bunch of steals with the game on the line. He's definitely not just a shooter. He's one of the game's best elite scorers and scores efficiently nearly every game. I've never really seen a scorer like Curry who can score the points he does in a short amount of time that he plays in some games. Sometimes he doesn't even play in the fourth quarter, but manages to score 30 or 40 points. It's really impressive, and you cannot knock that. KD is in his own category of greatest players ever. Never have the NBA seen a player like Kevin Durant who's 7 feet tall and can shoot the lights out. He's quick and agile and had the handles he has. Kevin Garnett is close, but he wasn't as quick and he couldn't shoot as good as KD can. KD is the best scorer in the league. He doesn't have a weakness on offense. He can beat you from deep. He can go right by you and get to the paint. He can beat you from the perimeter. He can beat you from the post. He's dangerous in transition, and he doesn't miss from the foul line at all. KD isn't just a great scorer. He's became one of the game's best all-around players. He's a great facilitator, and he's become a great elite defender. KD is breathing on LeBron's neck right now for best player in the league. He still has a little ways to go, though. LeBron's resume speaks for itself. He's been the best player in basketball for quite some time now, and he still is right now. He's one of the greatest all-around players to ever play in the NBA. He's a 4-time MVP, and he's been in the NBA Finals 7 years in a row. Just like James Harden, LeBron is basically a point guard too. But he's great at getting his teammates involved and getting lesser talented players to play better than they should. Sometimes he gets his teammates involved in the game entirely too much. LeBron could never be checked slashing wise, but now he's become a great shooter this season, and he's even got some post moves. LeBron was never a great shooter, but he's shooting career highs from 3 and the foul line. I'm shouting out 3 channels today. The first one is Nazir. He does a little bit of everything on his channel. Y'all do me a huge favor and go check out his channel. The second one is Izzy Hallock. She does music reactions. And the third one is Basic Square Gaming. And he does gaming videos. I know it's a bunch of game heads out there, so y'all go check that out. It'll be in the description below, so y'all can go check their links out. This concludes my show for today. I really hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure to leave some likes and some comments down below to let me know what y'all thought about the video. Since my last video, I've now hit 600 subscribers up here on YouTube. I'm so close to 1,000 I can almost taste it. This is a great accomplishment for myself because I never envisioned having this many subscribers this quickly. But thanks for all the supporters that continue to subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. I appreciate it so much. Be out.